So as of right now, let's see. This guy's a waste of money, as far as I'm concerned. He's a 6'9" center. He's really undersized compared to other centers. Tristan Thomas would be a decent deal, but I'm not going to do that. Definitely not going to get rid of my pick because it's probably going to be around the top one there. So I'm probably going to make my best efforts to keep my draft pick. Obviously, because that's the best thing to do, is to keep that draft pick. The only deal I saw that even lets me keep my deal is the obvious, but Gallinari would be a decent player to have. But honestly, I think this is the best deal for me right now, just because I get the Rockets' first-round pick, and I know they're not going to finish all that well. And I'm pretty much just going to empty out this team. It's just what this is going to consist of. Definitely just like players that I know aren't going to be good. I'm going to try and retain some good players. Like this guy, I could try and make something of. This guy, not so much. He's 28. I mean, he's 7 foot tall, but he's 28, so I don't think that's worth it. Bobcats trade, just the main thing here is to try and get draft picks without giving up your draft pick. That's huge. Kyle Lowry is 26 years old and he's only an 82, and his potential is B+. So I'm sure I could do better. Hopefully, this draft class is good. Hopefully. But Jose Calderon's going to go. I'm not going to re-sign him next year. There's no way. He's not that good. And I already have a point guard. So this is where the decisions are made. It's probably going to be the Bobcats, the deal I take. Unless I see something better, which I haven't yet. It looks like this is going to be the deal, especially since I get a backup center. And, I feel like I need one right now since I just traded away my other one for nothing. For no return deal. Obviously, this video is going to be going long, so I'm probably going to split these into parts. Just because that's the best thing to do. I got two potentially great players, so I'm going to try and keep those guys. Definitely get rid of Landry Fields, because he's really not as good as I think he should be. I mean, he's not tall for a small forward or anything like that. So I'm going to try and get a first-round pick out of him. Man, I'd be getting Austin Rivers, but Michael Beatrice, but I'd also be getting Gallinari, which is pretty good, all in all. I might do that deal. Spurs aren't going to be a good deal. Suns, possibly. Let's see. Definitely trying to avoid giving up my pick, that's for sure. Definitely not doing this deal because the Heat are probably going to win the championship in all likelihood, and that would be stupid because I'd be getting like the 30th pick in the first round, and that'd be incredibly stupid. This is likely the best deal, not only because I get a prospect, but I also get the draft pick, which is definitely something I want to do. So I'm going to do this deal just because it seems like the best option. I know clearing cap space is important, but trying to make do with the pieces I've got is also a decent thing to do, especially since Gallo is a pretty decent player. Now this guy sucks. 6'6" small forward, and he's 30, and he's only 66. So definitely don't want him. If I can get a decent pick here, that'd be nice. The Knicks are doing great right now, as far as I know. I don't see why they'd be doing bad. So definitely not going to do that deal. Not gonna do that deal. At this point, it's kind of hard to decide what to do because I'm not really gonna get anything good for him. So I believe I saw the Thunder giving away Hashim to Beats in a second-round pick, but that's not worth it. So yes, I can hear you. Anyway, Ed Davis, he's okay, I guess. Bargnani's probably the biggest person to get rid of, just because he's an older guy. He's not going to get any better than he is right now, and he's got $11 million per year, as far as I know, or $10 million that increases over 3 years. So that's really not a good deal for me because I'm going to be rebuilding over the years. Ooh, Danny Granger. He's kind of older for me, and I just don't want to do that deal because that would be kind of bad in my heart. I'm really trying to find a deal where I could get rid of Bargnani and get a pick in the process, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Because he's not great and he's got a pretty bad contract. But apparently the Rockets are willing to take the Nuggets pick, and the Nuggets just gave away one of their better players in Gallo. So this guy's got a better deal for the pretty much same skills. I mean, obviously Bargnani's a better big man shooter than Omer Asik, but getting the Rockets 2013 pick is probably a good idea. Unless you see something different. JaVale McGee and then Danny Granger's up there too. That's another thing to worry about. The Raptors pick is mine, and I'm probably going to be the worst team in the NBA, so we're definitely going to avoid doing that. Tyrese Thomas and Ramon Sessions. It would be a decent deal to do, but giving up the Bobcats pick is just something I don't want to do. I can't stress this enough because when I did this to break the record, and when I eventually did, the draft is huge because depending on how it goes, it could really determine where your franchise goes in those few years. Because it's just like amazing. It's just the amount of talent that can come out of the draft. I think the best I've seen come out of the draft is an 80 rating, and those guys end up becoming 99s in 3-4 years, depending on how you use the training camps. But it's crazy. But let's see. I believe the deal I'm going to do here, against my better judgment here, this looks like the best deal in terms of doing it, because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Jason Thompson's got a pretty decent contract, and he's no, I can't do that deal. Right. I've been spending way too much time on this deal. I've noticed I've spent a good few minutes on it, so probably gonna fast forward this because I'm an idiot. I'll trade him later. Honestly, there's no point in trading him now. I'm not trying to get rid of all my talent. I'm just trying to get rid of some of it. He's old, and I don't think he's gonna be anything special anytime soon. And he's got a player option, which just pisses me off at the time because that just suck. Because they almost always lose. Getting Tiago Splitter would be alright, but he's not really that good. Get the first round pick of the Suns, but I'd have to give up the that pick, so no. Get Tyrus Thomas, but I had to give up a pick. The Hawks are definitely going to do better than the Bobcats. I know that because all they got is Kemba Walker against whatever. I can't remember the team I was just arguing about. It seems like a really good deal, actually. I get Tabo Cephalosha for like nothing, and I get Hashim to beat for like nothing. And they pretty much trade bait since they've got decent, potential and stuff. And they're pretty good role players, I guess. Jared Jeffries, former Knick, not really that good. Get Tyrus Thomas, I suppose, but nah. I can't do that deal in all good faith because it's just not good for me. Tabo's pretty good. He's decent. He's a 3-point shooter and all that. And Hashim to beat's just a big body, so don't see a reason why not. I'm just going to let the computer do this. The season's going to be over because I know I'm not going anywhere with this. So I'm going to sim the rest of this. And unless by some miracle we win every single game that is and apparently we're winning now. Okay, it's unexpected to say the least. I mean, I know I got Gallinari, but still, this is a little unexpected. There we go. There's the lose and the losses. In fact, the losing's bad. I mean, the losing's good, and the winning's bad. I definitely want to finish underneath the Celtics at this point. The best thing to do would be to sit my players, but I'm stupid, and yeah, I probably should have. So if you didn't see, I played a rookie. That usually gets you a lot of points. Derrick Rose gets the MVP, even though he shouldn't be playing right now because he's injured. Damian Lillard gets Rookie of the Year. Tony Douglas gets Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight Howard, Defensive Player of the Year, obviously. Shannon Brown, Most Improved. And Avery Johnson with the Coach of the Year with a 52-30 record. It's pretty decent. So if you want to look through these, I'll just leave them on for a second. You can pause it if you want to look through it. I believe we only got one player onto one of these teams. I don't even know which one. I think it's this one here, the rookie. So I guess we do have some talent. And I'm just going to sim this because my team's not even in it, so there's really no point in me watching this. And the Heat beat the Lakers, which I believe anybody would have guessed during the beginning of the season. But the way the Lakers have been playing recently, just not the way I would expect it to turn out. LeBron James, MVP. And these are the players that are going to be retiring. Jason Kidd, Marcus Camby, Kurt Thomas, and Jerry Stackhouse. And Monty Williams as the coach retires. And Jason Kidd goes to the Hall of Fame. So that's great. And that thus ends Season 1. No championship. 9 to go. Until next time, see ya.